Hey, what's going on, guys? Dr. Stephen James here to bring you another video. Today, in this video, I'm going to be continuing my series from days 9 to 12. I think you guys can see well enough. I mean, I'm filming from bed, obviously, but I think, at some point in the series, I once did it while tethered to the wall so it can charge, so I think this is more than acceptable. It's a fridge on top of that microwave. At the bottom. So yeah, I'm gonna get ready and we can really get underway. Here you go. It's a way better look of the place. That's what it looks like. Try not to get the sign. Alright. Yeah, windows are a bit dirty, but hey, at least because of that, I won't have to worry about blurring the license plate. Here's the switch for the bathroom. Nothing in the freezer. There's something in there. Leftovers from Fatima's and my drinks. Alright, I'm gonna start getting ready for breakfast. Dad's chilling by the pool. Turns out, I guess he's not really in a hurry to get out of here as much as I thought. So, yeah, I just had breakfast. Nothing too special. I had a muffin, a lemon meringue tasting muffin with poppy seeds and, excuse me, felt a burp coming. Some coffee, of course, right there. And, a cup of milk, because it's been a while since I've had milk, and a bowl of Frosted Flakes. Yes, with milk. Again, it was nothing too special. I'm not really ranking the breakfast for that reason, so overall, I'd give this place a 4.9 out of 5 stars. At the very least, I could go 5, but yeah, I did have a few nitpicks, but they were pretty minor, all things considered. If you haven't seen parts 6 through 8, or toward the end, that's what I mentioned those complaints in there, but basically it was missing certain things, like I had to use my shampoo and body wash for the first time. Every other hotel we've been to up until this point has had those provided, so I had to go out of my way to take those out of the pack for the first time. Although, in fairness, I did have to take the body wash out, but at least once, but wait, did I? I might be wrong about that. I think it was just, something was missing. I think it was just shampoo, though. Bar soap, which I didn't pack, but it turns out that wasn't even true, because it turns out there was an unwrapped bar of soap. I just wasn't looking in the right places. But yeah, I'm gonna finish up in here, just in case he changes his mind about wanting to leave. I think it's a good idea to leave earlier than later, but hey, if he's not in a hurry, I have no problem with that. It'd be nice to actually take the time to stay in one of the places we rent out. So, yeah, peace.
way more awesome in person. All right, burning up out here. I mean, I did just apply sunblock, but I don't know how long that stuff is supposed to last for. Yeah, fortunately, my dad's pretty easy to spot into a crowd, especially with that hat. And this is where the runoff goes to whenever they have a heavy rain and the reservoir is overflowing. I mean, I can't even begin to imagine how much it rains here, considering we're in a desert. But all right, going across the street. Let me just taking the video. There are, I'll show you pictures on screen if I could find them, but I saw pictures online that reveal that there are actually holes just like this one inside the reservoir itself. And
you know, people have actually gone swimming slash canoeing in this reservoir. Now, with the thought of those holes in mind, like opening up and sucking out anything that gets in it, I'm surprised that people willingly go in the dam, because even if you see yourself as a strong swimmer, I mean, think about it. Just like the thought of getting sucked into a bottomless hole with no oxygen and no hope of escaping. And by the way, this isn't like, this is like the closest thing to trying to escape a black hole as it gets. And if you haven't been paying attention in your astrology class, like, you should know there's no escaping a black hole. I say that to explain the fact that once that drain opens up, there's no escaping its suction. So with all that in mind, I'm surprised people do that willingly.
Can't walk down there. It's too bad.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised at that. Well, that's life. But yeah, as I was saying, even if you're a strong swimmer, that is just horrifying. That is nightmare fuel shit right there. Yeah, I mean, I know I've already said all this in an upload once before, but since I can't remember which one it was, and we're here right now, I figured I'd share it now.
Who is the
That's
best
better.
looking?
Here we go. Really wanted to check out this side. I mean, I'm gonna go through half the parking lot. I don't really know how far we're gonna go to the parking lot that's over there. I don't know how far we're gonna walk before we're ready to repark. So that's why I'm recording now. Even though there's no water to fantasize drinking, because oh wait, there is a bit of water. Fantasize about drinking. Look at that, someone is literally standing on the thing even though they're not supposed to. Yeah, like every 10 feet or so it says danger, keep off wall. Maybe they don't read English. It's kind of interesting.
No? No, I'm okay. I finished my water, but I'm okay for now.
I don't really believe in paying for water. If other people want to pay for water in the women's restroom, is there nothing but restrooms, or? Yeah, well.
Is it just a restroom up
Yeah, it's just a restroom. Maybe there'd be an interesting view, and
No,
I mean, of course, a view of the dam. But I mean, I guess there technically is one right here.
there's a nice cold breeze coming up
Yeah.
here.
Actually, now that I think about it, I could kind of use a restroom break. So there's probably one on the other side of this.
Yeah, but we want to head there.
Yeah. Ah, you got a much better view of the water from here.
Hey, can we go sliding down this? Huh? Can we go sliding down?
I don't answer stupid questions.
That's amazing. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, I literally just said that, man.
Sorry, I'm old. My ears are clogged.
Yes, spending 9 days with you has made that very clear. I'm not gonna read all this here and now. You guys can read it at home. Problem?
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay, here's what the view looks like from the north side. Honestly, not really as impressive. Let me, oh, I can actually see my reflection pretty well. Cool. All right, I'm gonna put these gloves back on. And yeah, unfortunately, we couldn't get into that awesome looking building. But that's okay because we're gonna enter that one instead. So I decided to skip out on the tour guided adventure. Problem is, I mean, one, it costs money, and two, looking at those guys, I get PTSD from my one time in an airport. So yeah, let's see what's in the other buildings. Taking a video of this view instead of taking a live photo. I gotta close these things off better. Panting and nearly out of breath. But yeah,
You have the axe still, right? Or did you not bring it?
I left it in the car because I feel like it wasn't doing the job. It wasn't completely covering my neck. My shoulders were still exposed, and the wind was blowing, moving the flap, and thus exposing my neck anyway. I feel like it wasn't doing anything except making me look ridiculous.
Streets on flame, it's a mad game, makes you stop and stare. Need an assist, you can resist, we'll make quite a pair. Oh, slide on in, you magic little wicked queen. Take a spin, the evil cannot get us, the voodoo you do. Places a wreck, we're hitting the deck, they don't have a prayer. Something strange from far beyond is haunting all my dreams. Everything looks inside out, not quite as it seems. Oh, slide on in, magic little wicked queen. Come on, take a spin. The evil cannot get us, we'll take them on jackpot sins. In boots on a Saturday night, kicking outdoors trying to make it happen. Swing, don't miss in the wicked fight, and then we'll start to stroll. Sway and roll, take control, yeah.
Okay guys, we are here in our Vegas room and I can't remember what it was called, but if whatever. I'm not gonna rant about how I'm pissed that I lost my money and I didn't get the cocktail, and I didn't get a free cocktail, and I only had to tip where I would only have to tip the person handing them out, which honestly didn't really surprise me because I know how few waitresses there are and how big the place is. But yeah, it's not hard to see why this place was so cheap. Yep, nice roof view. At least the castle looks pretty dope. And oh yeah, did I mention the fact that there's no fridge? So yeah, pretty soon we're not gonna have leftovers, probably. But yeah, overall this is a pretty good looking room. The got a head to toe mirror. Beautiful, man. Bathroom. I've actually never used it, but my traveling buddy has, and you know, sounded like it flushes okay. Oh, I see. Yeah, again, since it didn't have any cooler, we're using ice from the ice machine. You know what? I'm feeling parched. I'm getting out my water now. Yeah. And I mean, a room this nice would like at least have a fridge, I would think, but it doesn't even have a microwave. So I mean, for the first time, like, the sun is still out when I'm giving you the room tour. I mean, with the exceptions of the time when I give the tour in the morning. But yeah, we got here pretty early. Visited the Hoover Dam before, in case you haven't been paying attention. Yeah. Again, I'm feeling kind of parched. If I've got something else to say, I'll record it, because I like recording myself in private. So, yeah. Alright, we're getting gas now. I just figured I owe you guys a bit of an update. First of all, how I would rate the room, I'm gonna say 4.1 out of 5 stars. It was a really nice room in a really nice spot, and even though it was the screen of a roof, the night light, the lighting that the castle does at night is pretty nice. And also the fact that it doesn't have a microwave or a fridge. I mean, this is the first time we've been to a room where it didn't have any of those things, and it's a really nice castle too. As I was saying, another thing, I totally forgot my earbuds. I always keep them in my pocket, but I think I forgot them on my bed at the motel we were staying at. I don't know what's more weird, amusing to me, or unfortunate. Like, I don't know what's more ridiculous / unfortunate. The fact that I left it there, or the fact that it took me an entire day to notice.
Christina James. Let's give it up.
I've seen love go by my door. It's never been this close before. Never been so easy or so slow. And shooting in the dark too long. When something's not right, it's wrong. You're gonna make me lonesome when you go. Dragging clouds so high above. I've only known careless love. It's always hit me from below. But this time around, it's more correct. Right on target, so direct. You're gonna make me lonesome when you go. Purple clover, queen anne's lace, crimson hair across your face. You could make me cry if you don't know. Can't remember what I was thinking of. You might be spoiling me with too much love. You're gonna make me lonesome when you go. Flowers on the hillside blooming crazy. Crickets talking back and forth in your eye. Blue river running slow and lazy. I could stay with you forever and never realize the time. Situations have ended sad. Relationships have all been bad. Mine have been like for lanes in rainbow. But there's no way I can compare all those things to this affair. You're gonna make me lonesome when you go. You're gonna make me wonder what I'm doing, staying far behind without you. You're gonna make me wonder what I'm saying, make me give myself a good talking to. I look for you in old Honolulu, San Francisco, Ashtabula. You're gonna have to leave me now, I know. I'll see you in the sky above, in the tall grass and the ones I love. You're gonna make me lonesome when you go. Oh, you're gonna make me lonesome when you go. Oh, you're gonna make me lonesome when you go.
debris. It took just 10 seconds and meteor crater was formed.
On February 15th, 2013, a meteor fell over Chelyabinsk, Russia. Nearly 3 minutes after the flash of light appeared in the sky, a shockwave. As the meteor passed through the atmosphere, it exploded, creating a flash of light brighter than the sun, and a shockwave. It took nearly 3 minutes after the flash for the shockwave to be felt. The shockwave damaged buildings and windows and resulted in more than 1,400 injuries. Quote, "If humanity does not want to go the way of the dinosaurs, we need to study an event like this in detail." End quote. King Julien, professor in the Department of Earth and Planetary Science.
I don't even remember what the place we stayed in Las Vegas was called. The Excelsior. No, you can read. Better than I can remember names. Excalibur. So, yeah, we're in New Mexico now. Got my boots sitting out there. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can. So, yeah, I was just gonna... Yeah, apparently they let us keep it as a souvenir, so... But, seeing as though I already lost one pair of earbuds, I ain't about to risk another thing getting in the way. Even though I guess technically it doesn't matter if I lose it, it still holds some sentimental value. The memory of me losing $20 worth of emergency cash and really nailing that Billy Squier cover at karaoke. It's just a shame I only
they could only squeeze me in for one song. But yeah, once we got here, I heard a distant train roll by. That was kind of awesome. I like trains. I mean, I realize they can be loud. Obviously, they are very loud, but they can also be kind of soothing, depending on how far away the train is and how, let me lock the car. Hold on. And also who you are as a person. If you like trains, you might find them soothing. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I said this already, but we'll be heading into Texas tomorrow, so obviously I had to get the boots out. So. This is the interior of the room. Nothing too fancy. Not too bad either. I don't have as much to say, mainly because I'm trying to keep it brief. You know, it's actually gotten kind of cold in here, so I'm going to turn off the AC. There's the bathroom. Showers work wonderfully, by the way. P.S. I forgot to add there's no lock on the door. Oh, there is. It doesn't seem to work because I've been able to open this thing. Nope. Thought I felt something pop, but false alarm. Another thing I forgot to add, there are 4 outlets in between beds and a USB port. Kinda awesome.
Now, what follows are some video shots I took a couple of years ago leaving Memphis, Tennessee, and exploring and overlooking the mountains of Arkansas. I thought I'd do it in a follow-up video a long time ago, but that never happened, so here it is now. Hope you enjoyed. All right, back to the present. Okay, so this is the final hotel room for the trip. 2 queen beds again. There are 2 large semi-trucks in the parking lot that were beeping. It kind of sounded like a smoke alarm, but that's just something I don't know why I thought I'd mention. I'll be taking a shower tomorrow, so I'll show you inside the bathroom when when that time is coming.
I'm hoping to be your uterus for the next 9 months.
Yeah, let me actually show you outside.
You should know that we're doing this for Frank and Alan. So when you guys get there, they grab on. Okay, and I promise that I'll keep you safe and warm until you're ready to have them take you home.
All right. Yep.
So.
Just enjoying the rest of my day. Got a bit of Sonic once we arrived here and got settled. So I thought I was going to do days 13 and 12 in a separate video, but since it looks like those 2 days are going to be pretty uneventful, I think I'm just going to include it in the video for not days 9 through 11. So yeah, that's all the updates I have for you right now. Okay, as I promised, here's the bathroom. Yeah, I'm not wearing pants, that's why I'm not looking too far now. Also, I said this is the last hotel we'd be staying in, but I don't think I explained why when there's still another day left in the trip at least. It's because we're staying at one of Dad's friends' places who lives in Tennessee, so it's about 6.5 hours away, so we won't be on the road for nearly as long, but we'll see. stop for the night. I'm in someone's house, so I'm not gonna pan the camera around to show you. I just want to say thank you for joining me on the series. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe, because trust me, you're not gonna want to miss the content I've got coming up. And it's just as well, I'm trying to get to 500 subs by the end of the year, so yeah, I'm trying to be quiet because people are sleeping right now. So if you enjoyed, be sure to. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, it's Dr. Stephen James saying peace. Later, guys. Till next time. Enjoy the, since the series started with cinematic shots in a moving car of scenery, might as well close the video off that way.